Imagine being able to increase your e-commerce store conversion rate by up to 30% on top of what you currently have without having to spend a single cent on ad spend or send email campaigns through Klaviyo. Is this possible? Absolutely. If you stick through, I'm going to tell you how you can use Voiceflow to create an AI chatbot to embed into your website to, one, increase your AOV, two, reduce your refund rate, number three, 24/7 customer support for your clients, and number four, you'll be able to gather customer data to send the emails and welcoming flows with Klaviyo. All these without having to spend a single cent on advertising. No more Facebook ads. Now, as you can see in this case, I've created one for the e-commerce store that sells wigs, and whenever a customer comes in, they'll find the widget down here at the bottom, and then the person will be greeted and offered couple variables. So number one is product recommendation. This is absolutely important because they get greeted. Now they have two options. One is bestsellers. Here you can include your bestseller. If you're selling, for example, pens, you can include all your best-selling pens, or you can push it, the pen that you're actually trying to make clients buy by making it seem like it is the bestseller, or just upsells or cross-sells. So as you can see in this case, these are the best sellers we have for this wig store. So they can scroll through, everything comes out like a carousel. They have the product description and they have a shop now button. Option number two, if they don't find what they're looking for in the best sellers, or if you have a huge inventory of different products, for example, 50 or 100, you can ask them to give you a custom recommendation. And in this case, the customer will be able to actually type what they're looking for what event, or the particularities of that pen. For example, if they're looking for a whiteboard marker but it's black but it has a green lid, for example, even though it doesn't make sense, they can actually type it, and the system will go in the back end, go through the knowledge base, find all the description of the product, see if there's anything that matches it, and then bring it back as a carousel. In my case, I need a brown, a black wig, for example. Now, as you can see, we just typed it. It's going to come up. It's going to give us corporate recommendation and the reason why it's recommending us these products. But in this case, this black wig is sold out. Now, let's go back to the menu. Option number two, before being able to go back to the menu, in this specific example, I've set it up to be like, are you sure you want to go back to the menu, or would you like access to our VIP discounts? If the customer press yes, they want access to the VIP discount. This is the second feature you can include to gather people data before giving them access to the discounts. Now it's going to ask for your name. Let me say Mariana. My name is Mariana. Then after that, it's going to say lovely name, and it's going to ask for the email. This is absolutely perfect before giving them access to any type of discounts you have on your store, like free shipping or 10% off for first-time buyers, or buy one, get two, all those discounts. You're going to be able to gather emails. Emails mariana225@gmail.com. Now you might be asking what happens in the background. We gather all this data and send it through a webhook. Then we send it through mate.com, which is our automation software, and we link it through a Google spreadsheet, and they're going to get everything in the backend. I'll show you what happens in mate.com. As you can see, the automation run, and yeah, here is posted it, and here we are the details. Mariana, the name, and an email, mariana225@gmail.com. Then it gets posted on a spreadsheet. Now you might be asking, why not straight through Klaviyo? Because most people, me included, instead of giving my actual email and stuff like this, I actually give a fake email. So to avoid the very high bounce rates and people just submitting fake emails, we're just gonna verify and double check it after, then submit it manually through Klaviyo. Now, as you can see, it said thank you, Mariana, and it gave the options of all the available discounts we have on the store. Now you can see how this can be absolutely useful if you're selling pens and you have a discount for Valentine's Day, like buy a pen for you and get one free for your spouse. You can have it all in here. So we went through product recommendation. You can see how you can increase your average order value. You can just get more sales without having to do anything really. Exclusive VIP discounts. Now store policies is very important. This is absolutely perfect because your VAs will thank me later. Instead of sitting down having to answer the usual question like how long will it take you to ship my pen, they can just come here and type, let's say, how long it takes to make a wig, for example. All this goes in the back end because we fed the system with all the information about the store. So as soon as somebody comes up with an answer, it goes, it checks at the back end, it finds the result, makes it open, and comes back. And as you can see, due to the constant nature of the wigs, please note that typically it takes between 10 to 14 days for them to be completed and ready to be shipped. Do you have any other questions? No, I don't have any other questions. So now bring me back to the forefront. Now, let me give you an insight. This is how human behavior is. If somebody comes to your store and they're trying to buy something, a pen, now they have a question. They actually want to know, is this marker erasable or no? Now they will send an email, because if that's the only thing you have, emails. And by the time they send the email, it's going to be way too long for them to just sit down and wait for an answer before buying. So they're going to go and buy from your competition. That's how it works out. Even if your VA takes 5 minutes, that's already too much. People's attention span is fried. They don't have time to wait. That's why this absolutely solves this problem, because it's an interaction back and front. Even for product recommendation, as we were seeing before, they ask a question, they get the product recommended straightforward. So it's like customer service in real life in a store. When you ask a customer representative for, I'm looking to, can you advise me what's the best way to buy in the store? And they tell you, we have this, we have this, we have that. It's way more likely for them to actually buy it on the spot, because they get recommended on the spot. So that's the problem we managed to solve for e-coms online. And now, last but not least, this is absolutely huge. Let me blow off your mind. Order tracking. So this is very applicable for e-com brands that are mainly doing drop shipping. As I'm familiar with the industry, whenever you're dealing with huge orders, fulfillment can take a little bit of time sometimes. And most people, when they don't get updates on the order, they normally file for a refund. And that is very bad, because it affects your payment processing and it just increases your refund rate. Not bad. I mean, not good, very bad. Now, I analyzed the issue and I said, if there was a way for them to actually track it online, and I created this. So the customer will just come here and opt on order status. Then they come, then they give the actual email, and the system will go in the back end, check through all the orders that have been submitted, and then come back with a carousel with the image of the product. If they had more than one product on the same email, it's going to come a carousel with all the products they bought and the current status, which is awaiting for fulfillment. Now, let me tell you why this is game changing, because let's look at Uber. Why Uber is so successful? Because if I was to get Uber and it says 27 minutes away before it comes, I'm not going to ask for a refund. I'm not going to cancel the Uber driver, because I can see with my eyes where the driver is. I can see he's stuck at a traffic light, so there's no time for me to stress out. And also, I can plan in advance. It's 27 minutes away. I got time to buy a cheeseburger, eat it, and get a drink, a soda. So if I didn't have the ability, I'll be like, perhaps I don't know how long it's going to take. You know what? I'm not sure. Uncertainty. People don't like that. That's why if they have to email you constantly for your customer support to be like, how long for my order, and get it after 24 hours, that is bad for customer service. And this absolutely solves the problem. Like, it's absolutely bombastic. Now, if you're an e-commerce store owner looking for a system like this, or if you're a marketing agency running an e-com brand on behalf of the owner, systems like this are going to be revolutionary in 2025, because if you don't implement it now, your competition will.